And we are live. Hello everyone, this is the Void Executive and welcome to the stream. Today is the first day in which we are completely changing the not the schedule in terms of hours, but in schedule in terms of content. How is everyone doing? I'm pretty excited for this new change of pace, because starting today we will no longer dedicate all of our weekly streams to the project alone, but instead we cut down from 4 streams to 2, alternating with other streams in which we'll be doing some minor stuff, some personal projects, or some sketches, or singular drawings, or daily practice. Can be really anything. Personally doing pretty well, been having more confidence later. That's good to know, so in the next stream I would think we will play some sort of a little game in order to decide what are we going to drop, because I have many ideas and I'm not sure which one to choose. So I think we can do a spin the wheel mini game to determine what we can start working on. But today we'll go back to the original project, because while we managed to finish the main art, the project isn't finished just yet, at least for me. I know, because now we'll do this minor extra stuff in which we'll draw these we'll make the art of the supplicant, which is the very first agent you get at the start of each playthrough in the game. And in the vanilla game, his appearance is different and unique depending on the god you're using. So, for instance, if you use the basic snake god, it's always a cloaked figure, but the design always changes. And so, for example, with the snake god, which is the one that I showcased when we played the game, he has a relatively normal purple cape, but then, for example, in another god, which is like a god of light, his cape is completely white with gold decorations, with his eyes glowing white. For an insect god, it sort of like looks like it's made from insect parts and stuff like that. Now, I know that the god we are making is a singular god, but we just like we did the different variations for the different masks, we'll do the same for the supplicant. So the supplicant will change appearance too, as you select and change the different masks of the god. So I'm not sure which one to do exactly, so I guess we can start maybe spin the wheel this occasion as well and decide which one we'll do first. Let me just set it up real quick. There's this website in which you can make custom wheel patterns. So for those who wait, let me switch to the let me set it up so you guys can see. There you go. Let's hope nothing spontaneously combusts, and normally wheels don't go well. saying hi by experience. Well, this one should be pretty simple. It's only a matter of which one we'll do first, because we'll eventually do every one of them. So we have for the candidates the Uncle of the Harvest, the Steward of the Hoarfrost, the Painter of Winds, the Niece of Blooming Fields, the Lady of the Autumn Rot, we have the Reaper of the Equinox. Which one is missing? Uncle, the Harvester, the Winds. Wait, I misspelled one. Hold on. Which one is missing? 3, 4, 5, 6. The Painter of Winds, Reaper of the Equinox, Lady of the Autumn Rot. The names are just so, how to explain, they are so rich laugh or harmony in a really good way, if you know what I mean. I didn't choose the names. Each name has been given by the person that's developing that particular the particular mask, but they are very creative nonetheless. Now let me just pick the last name because I totally forgot which one is it. Let me see. So the photos, Patriarch of the Sun, Uncle of the Harvest. Oh yeah, the Patriarch of the Sun. I forgot, I thought I added it already. Patriarch of the Sun. Okay. We have 7 names. Let's see which one will appear. Okay. The Patriarch. What's a Patriarch? Hold on. The Patriarch is like it's like an authority figure. That's it's a male. It's a male. How do I say it? It's a male figure. It's a male authority figure, the Patriarch. Then there is the Matriarch, which is the equivalent but for female. So let's determine which one we'll be doing first. Let's spin the wheel. Ooh. So we'll start with Reaper of the Equinox. Okay. Head of a family line. I mean, it can be also like a religious figure. For example, if I'm not mistaken, the equivalent of the Pope, but for the Orthodox Church, it's called the Patriarch, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, it can be applied in different contexts. So we have the Reaper. Usually the last mask we have ever designed, whenever we made it. Now it will be the first we make for the supplicant. Okay, it's already present. This is the empty document. We'll be using a square format because it will be a little square representing the portrait of the agent in question. For the design, it will share similarities with the mask it belongs to, so it shouldn't be too hard to make. So I guess we can already get in the mood. Let me just do this. There we go. Hope the volume is okay. If it's too loud, let me know. So, just to be sure, for reference, I will grab the image of the Reaper of the Equinox. So that way we have some ideas to use. I'll be using both the references I used for the mask itself and the mask and the drawing of the mask as a reference. I'll use both of them. Now let me just find all of the files I made. Project. There we go. Okay. So this one is how it looks like with the mask on. When saying Reaper of the Equinox, I don't know why, but something that comes to my mind is a horseman. Maybe it had the sword form, or maybe it's because you may think of the Grim Reaper, which is also, if I'm not mistaken, part of the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse, if I think. Okay, so we'll keep this one on the side. So just for context, let me grab an image of how it usually looks like, the character we are going to draw. So here, these are some of the variations that are present in the base game. So, okay, let me first check if everything's working fine. It should be, okay. So, these are 3 examples for the design of the supplicant. 3 different gods. There are way more gods, but these are just a few examples. So you can see how it's always a cloaked figure where you can't exactly see the face, and basically what changes is the clothing itself. So we'll need to do something similar but resembling each mask. I think we can simply do just that. Let's keep this one on the side just for reference, and then we can start with the sketches. Let me simply save preemptively for this file. Okay. I just realized your Sona actually has hair. I thought they just had their brain poking out of that they were bald with wrinkles on their head. Yeah, no, it's hair. It's the classic short hair corporate type. Okay. Yeah, I can see how it may be a bit confusing at first. So, we can do it in different poses, but nothing too crazy because it has to be a portrait after all. So, nothing too out of the ordinary. And I think that we'll manage to make each version in like 2 streams, I think. Because it will have much less elements to think about, since it basically has no face. I'll just do something like really approximate, simply to establish where to place the hood. For this one, I think I'll make it similar to this in the sense of making it like as if it's a knight of some sort. So we'll do simply that. Okay. Now I'm doing the very first, very rough sketch. Then we can always work on it later. Compared to what we've been doing in the last few streams, we'll put some extra care to the overall design. Although it doesn't have to be anything too complicated, because it's still a minion we are talking about. It has to look less important than the god itself. I was thinking of making his hood made of chainmail, something like the chainmail over here, and then maybe have the shoulders some sort of shoulder pads, some sort of armor, something along those lines. Sometimes I still don't process that minions can also mean servant, assistant, tech, henchman. So I think of it like a minion version of the character. Oh yeah, the yellow ones, yeah. I mean, their name is literally because they are the henchmen, they are the goons of the protagonist. Maybe I could try and make it so that it has some sort of medieval helmet, but it's very thinly visible. Maybe... Okay, let's bring this one even lower. I think this one needs to be even thinner. And then I think we need to change a little bit how the cloak behaves. Yeah, maybe something like this. Let's try without making it still pitch black. I think it will give a good impression. Now I'm being very loose with the overall sketch because I want to establish the volumes more or less. Then we can focus on the details later. Make it even bigger if need be. We also won't need to put many, like we'll try to add some details, but we don't have to go crazy about it because this image will be really small when present in game. Let me only grab a few references for hooded figures. Let me quickly switch to the... Oh, it's already doing that. Okay, wait, did I always stream with this one on? Okay. Let's see what references we can find. Yeah, something like this can be useful. This one is AI, but I think it fits for the hooded figure in particular. So we grab this one. Yeah, I use Opera because I really like it. I find it more lightweight compared to Google Chrome. This is all AI stuff though. I want some more general thing. Let's try with concept art. So this one can be inspiring. Also, although we won't add any facial features. All of this is AI though. You can tell by how generic they all are, more or less, and they all look kind of samey. So let me see if I can find some examples in images I saved myself, because I have entire catalogs of. This one can be useful for another version. Is there something that needs to turn off? If so, I will do it immediately. Yeah, I cannot see it at the moment. I will do it for the next stream. If there is, that's very nice. Thank you for letting me know. I was getting a bit tired of trying to find images across all of the different AI-generated slop. Although here there are some AI-generated images that look good, but they rarely are ever useful. At least here it's mostly stuff that was saved before the explosion of AI. So let me see if I can find some. This one can be pretty useful. I'm always open to have my fellow artists to turn off that crappy AI. I'm restraining myself from casting. Oh, you can cast, no problem. I don't have an issue with casting, but what's more frustrating is not the AI itself, but the people who use AI. Like, there are some people who, for example, let's say that someone posts like a sketch or a drawing, and then there is the AI bros that here I improved it for you, and then they upload the same drawing that the other artist made, but with an AI filter applied to it. The problem is that most of the time it just removes the personality from that specific artist's art style completely, and it mostly becomes just generic anime style or generic photorealistic style. I remember very clearly someone told me that I should feed my art to AI. Really? They told you that? I mean, that's not really a smart thing to do. Both advising it and doing it. Let's see if I can... Yeah, something like this. Yeah, that's really something along those lines. Or maybe like this. Okay. I have most of my references ready and available. I won't place them in the document here because I think it would be too much clutter, but I have them on a different window. So I found out how to turn off the AI in Pinterest. You have to go to settings, refine your recommendations, go to AI interest and turn everything off. Okay, thank you. I will do that before the next stream. Now I don't want to let's say delay the content too much, but thank you. At least I'm glad that there is this option to turn it off, so it doesn't get shoved down our throats. Okay, so we have our references, and now we can adjust accordingly. So since this one will be more of a chainmail type of thing, we need to make it kinda behave. like one. So for instance, we could make this one more like here, and then do something like here, and then usually chainmail is not that loose compared to other wood equivalents, so it's something like this. Okay, then this one will be all chainmail, this region over here. Now I think we can try to implement some of these spikes to give the same idea. Or maybe something here in the in the chainmail, like shoulder pads. Let me grab a quick reference for something for medieval armor. Okay. Okay, so maybe we could do something along those lines. Here have some sort of decorations or something like that. And then I'm not sure whether I should add some glowing eyes or not. To add some smoke, like here, or maybe add smoke to the sides. Maybe have like a gaping maw that has smoke. I do kinda like the gaping maw kind of vibes. Although it may be a little too much, because the front over here needs to be mostly dark. Maybe... I don't know. The overall game looks pretty dull in terms of color, and it is the gods that have to catch the attention. As we know it, the minions need to look less important, yeah. Yeah, I think it will look okay with this current setup, without anything too crazy. So we'll just do this, and then make the more detailed version. You can put a chi cow as a face. I don't know what that is. I'm so sorry. No clue what you mean. Okay, so here it will be all chainmail. Oh, I will be very loose because I don't want to draw every single ring. It is some silly little cartoon everyone has been obsessing over lately. I don't blame them. Cows are stupid and silly. Hello, welcome to the stream. And welcome to the company. We are doing some art for a game, for a mod for a game. And we are creating the minion of this guy over here. It will be a portrait like here, because these are the portraits that are already present in the game for the same type of minion. And each minion has a similar look to the main guy. So we need to do the same thing over here. In a way, this one reminds me of the Lich King from Lord of the Rings, in a way, because of the type of metal. And here I want to do something like here it would be like a dark slit, dark opening like here in the eyes. There we go. Yeah, something like this, and repeat it. And then over here, I don't want to make it pure chainmail. I think I want to add some piece of armor of some sort. Maybe make it similar to here. So maybe it could be I'm just trying things now. I'm not sure where I'm going. Let me just move this one a little bit. The shaky liner thing makes me think the hood is made of wool. yeah. Don't think about it too much, because I made it shaky just to remind myself that this one is made of chainmail, but I won't do stuff like this because we'll be using photo bashing just like we did over here. Okay. Maybe I can bring these ones a bit up. Let's see how it looks like. Yeah, something along those lines. Nothing too crazy, but maybe add something here on the back. Yeah. Let's start with this and let's see how it turns out. So we'll simply do let me check the background. Yeah, it's not black, but almost. So something like this. And then over here, actually, let me do the smart thing and do it the quick and lazy way. Then of course we'll separate all of the different areas to make it a bit easier, although I don't think it will be too necessary because the elements are very few. For example, let's try and make okay, let me do it like this. Okay. Let's correct over here, and then this area we duplicate. And now we try to make it with similar colors. So this is number 1, and this is number 2. I'll try to do this part first. I mean, we can do both. I think I can do both pretty quickly. The interior should be pitch black. just an approximation. Maybe do it on a separate layer. And now here we'll try and do some very rough shading. I'll try to sample directly from the original art that I made. Start with this one, which has control. Make it just a bit darker. Okay, so generally speaking, this is the shading. Now for the metal parts over here, it should be much simpler because it's mostly very dark shades with pure black on certain parts. Okay. Like so. First, let me try. Okay. I need to clean up something over here. And here we go for the very, very dark areas. Yeah, something's not right in the sketch. The way it behaves over here. Let me fix it. Okay, now it should be fixed. Then add some highlights where needed. Oh, I almost forgot. Let me add the black and white filter that we'll use for the highlights and shadows. But we don't need it at the moment. But okay, be something of this nature. Maybe add some, maybe this light color over here. Okay. Now, I think I will already do some photo bashing on top of it, on top of the chainmail over here, but still something very, very approximate, very sketchy. Let's see if I can find a higher resolution version. I'll quickly paste the image. This one seems good enough. I hope it's high quality. It's a bit small. Let me try on Google Images. Images, large. There are images, but there is a guy wearing it, so we'll need to remove the face. I think I found a good looking image. Let me see if it's big enough. Not really, but would make it work. Look at this handsome dude. The guy's getting the Marie Antoinette treatment. Let me just see if I can find a bigger sized image. Because I don't want to use images that are too small, because when you enlarge them, they get very blurry. Maybe this one. Let me see how big it is. Oh, it's very small. I mean, to be fair, it doesn't have to be too crazy. Let's try with this type of image. Let's see if he finds it. Nope. Okay. Then we do something like this. Okay. Then this one will be something like this. May just be brain dead, but why does it kind of look like an Among Us? Wait, to be an Among Us it needs to be like this. No. Okay, now it's an Among Us. And then this one needs to be... There we go. This is the Among Us. Wait, let me take a screenshot. Oh, okay. Wait. Let me redo it. Oops. Was this one? And then there you go. Oh, you took it already. Okay, okay. And then with this one we use the overlay. Looks pretty nice. Yeah. Yeah, looks very, very nice. Now let me simply make a new version. Although, wait, I just realized, the ratio is messed up. Let me fix it. There we go. Let me apply the filter that kinda removes this type of how do I say it? It kinda removes this, it makes the image less like a photo. Yeah. Although I kinda forgot which one was it. Maybe this one? Yeah. Lowers the quality and sharpens edges to make it look less like that. Yeah, if you... Now it's... it removes first the grainy... this grain that low quality images have. But it also simplifies the image into more... Like, it removes... it removes the shading. It makes it with less colors, therefore making it less more boxy in terms of colors. As you can see, it makes a totally different look, which is very useful if you want to go for a more stylized look, but you still want to add photos and do photo bashing, because photo bashing is mostly used if you want to create hyper realistic stuff, so you use photos for that. But you can also, with this method you can also make it so you add it to more stylized images. Okay, let me do a quick flip of the image. Now the light over here, we'll fix it later. Now I'll try to focus on this area over here. Apologies, Mr. CEO, but I have to take an early leave from work. Got to go sleep. Yeah, no problem, man. Thank you for coming to the stream. I'll see you on Wednesday. And also for those who are new to the channel, welcome. Welcome to the company. See you on Wednesday. Yeah. And let me see. Okay, it's a bit better, but I think I can improve it. For instance, this area over here. Wait, I can do simply. What do you do? Okay. Welcome to the company where you will work willingly or unwillingly so. Hope to see you in the next meeting as well. I find it really wholesome that you guys like the overall theme and idea for the channel. I'm glad it's working out, let's say. I have a feeling we may be able to finish this minion in one stream, to be completely honest. I don't want to jinx it, but I have high hopes, let's say. I just need to work a bit more on this particular area. Personally, really like channels that are like basements or cities or studios or anything at all. It's really funny to joke around saying things like, should we do an after work party or stuff? Yeah. For this stream in particular, I didn't really know how to call this phase of the project, so I just invented a new term and called it the Afterproject, because the main stuff because we did complete the main elements for the mod. Yeah. Okay, let me just quickly go back here and make the area over here darker. Just so that we can better see the armor in front. Then we can always toggle this on and off and see how well it works. Good. multiply. I'll need to refine these areas. Right now I'm trying to establish the general lighting and shadows. Because I want to do something similar to here, which is add these sort of ridges that are very dark, and then these bumps that cut through that are brighter and reflective. Also, I need to desaturate a little bit this area. Just a smidge. Double check the lights and shadows. Yeah, we may need to bump up the values a little bit. Do another copy. And for this one, wait, I think I can do something over here. I'm now adding some highlights to better determine the inner volumes that are outside of the line art, so then I can shade better later. I think I can remove the sketch on this one, or rather duplicate the sketch over here, remove this one which is unnecessary if you ask me, or maybe not. Wait, let me make another separate version for the wood. Okay. Yeah, you know what? I think we may be able. I'm growing more and more confident we may be able to already finish this one, or at least reach a very almost finished version, which is quite neat. Okay, let me do something like this. Looks really nice. Yeah, thank you. yeah, these smaller arts will be much more straightforward because of the simplicity of the overall design, of the fact that it is a portrait. So imagine this one like seen at this size, which we don't, it's unnecessary to add too much detail. Plus it's because it's a minion, so it's the most important minion, but it's a minion nonetheless. Maybe this area in the middle, I will make it slightly darker than the shoulder pads on the sides here. Let's see. Something like this, and then here go a bit softer with the highlights. It still looks kinda weird with the light in this area, so I think I may need to go back here and darken this bottom area. Oh wait, I forgot. Okay, it's a bit better, but I need to be careful, so I think I will make a backup. Okay. Already looking quite nice. Now maybe soften this a little bit and add the highlight just here in the bottom. Okay. And now we go back to this area here. Darken over here. Okay. Maybe not make this area too dark, maybe. Yeah, maybe something along these lines. Something happened. Ominous. Why did the music go shallow? No idea. Maybe the track ended earlier. Can you still hear the music? Or because I hear a new track now. I hope you can hear it too. Humming sound? Yeah, I hear it too. It should be, I think it's a new track now. Ominous, but rather fitting, I think. What's that? Is everything okay? You hear it now. Okay, perfect. Okay, need to polish this area. Let me do something like this. There we go. Bam, bam. Wrong layer. Let's check the values once again. Yeah, this area needs a bit more thought. Because this area is not as dark as over here. Okay, tell you what, since we are halfway into the live stream, I will take a very, very short break, some short water break, and then I will be back. Okay, be right back for 1 minute or two. Okay, I'm back. Now I say we flip the image once again. Mm. Yes, we do need to improve this area. I think the majority of the remaining time will be dedicated to this armor section, because this one is pretty much done because of the very simple design. This one needs a little bit more thought. Especially because okay, assuming the light comes from like an orb that's right here, so ideally it would be something like it's an orb emitting light from here. So it illuminates this path, this area more, and less over here. Maybe I need to just quickly darken this back area as well. So it's a bit more three-dimensional. And okay. Now let me check here how I did it. Yeah, we need to go back here and work a bit more on the highlights. Because they are kind of like this, but they are also something like this. Add that little bit of edge and make it not look like snow. Yeah, I think I need to make one side much darker than the other because of how the light behaves. So maybe here Will be something like this bright, but then I'll have to change it. Especially by doing something like this. Add just a slight tint to the color, so it's not pure white. Maybe remove some of it, like so. Let me check the values. This area is way too bright. Actually, let me simply, instead of removing the highlights themselves, I think I'll merge the highlights with what's beneath, and then I will darken the areas. Let me check something real quick. My notifications are getting more bombarded. Okay, no problem. I won't be going anywhere anyway. How are you doing? Hello, Dugong Clover. All good. We started making the art for the supplicant, and we did a spin the wheel challenge to determine which one we were going to do first, and it happened to be the Reaper of the Equinox. So we are doing just that. This is the supplicant for the Reaper of the Equinox. It will be the portrait, much like the other versions. I am realizing that since the overall design of the supplicant would be much simpler, I may be able to finish each version in 1 or 2 streams maximum. Thank you. I'm back. The minion is looking really cool. Really like the hood having chain-like material. Yeah, it's actually something that's historically accurate as well. It's a chainmail armor. It's basically all of these little iron or steel rings put together that knights used to wear to offer protection. It wasn't as good as plate armor, but it's much more flexible. Sometimes it was also a combination of both. now do quick test for because now it looks okay. I just need to polish this area over here and then do the add some more highlights where on the overall image, so it's not as dark. There was a transition period between chain and plate with brigandines. Oh, okay. You always learn something new. I know that the Vikings used to use a lot of chainmail. Compared to maybe French or English type of armor, which was mainly also plate armor. And I will try to polish these areas and remove the ugly sketch that's over it. Though not everyone had a set plate of armor, just the mobility was expensive. Yeah. Speaking of which, it's just a few days before the release of Half Sword in early access. I am so excited for this game to come out. And once it will come out, which is on it's this Friday, expect lots of YouTubers and streamers play it, because it's one of the most wish-listed games on Steam currently. They haven't done Half Sword, yeah. It's a medieval game, but with the physics, and it simulates in a very realistic way how armor behaves. Unlike most medieval games where armor, like you're able to give big damage to someone even if you hit the armor. In this game, it's very realistic if you are against a guy with the armor, as in you really need to hit the gaps, the uncovered gaps in the armor, or use blunt weapons in order to do some damage. Otherwise it's just useless against a knight. There is a playable demo if you are interested. Yeah. There is a playable demo if you are interested. And already the demo has lots of replayability, which was one of the reasons people are pretty excited about this game, because if you watch right now any type of content, it's exclusive to the demo. But already you, for example, let me check how many hours I have in the demo. I played like 100 hours in the demo alone, just to give you an idea on how fun it is and how much replayability it has. Yeah, and this game, accurately, 100 hours on the demo alone, because it's so good. It basically just mostly duels, and there are different modes like everyone against everyone or team matches. It's purely single player for the moment, but with the early access there will be a split screen, and they are planning on adding multiplayer but that will be later. But this one is already a great game in single player because of the way it already is. Everything is simulated. So basically, when you want to attack, you need to swing your mouse around in order to swing the arm. So like you press one mouse button to swing the left arm, the other mouse button to swing the right arm, and then you need to physically move the mouse in order to swing. It's similar in a way to another game called Hellish Quart, although this half sword is more goofy, if you ask me. Rumble VR, I'm not really familiar with it. But I'm sure it can be pretty fun. It's also a bit gory. I mean, it is pretty realistic. Earthbending VR game where you have to actually do the body movements, yeah. This way it's not VR, but the movement is like you can get tired by swinging around with the mouse controls. Okay, let me switch back to this one. Okay, I think we are almost done already. That's quite a surprise. Very, very quick. Maybe we can adjust some things here. Okay. I'm trying to make the shapes here in this hole a bit more aligned with the texture that's underneath. Doesn't have to be super precise, but enough to give the illusion. Now I think we can do this and this, and now we can add a bit more lighting to it. Let me try with a softer brush. Then try and do the same thing over here. Let's make it just a bit bigger. I'm not sure whether I should make the area brighter here on the sides or like so, or on the middle like so. Let's try and doing it in black and white and see which one works best. Or maybe I need to do it with both. Oops. Let me bring this one way on top. Let's flip the image for one moment so we can see if we can notice some mistakes, which I think I have found. Here, this one and go here. You need to be, I think this area needs to be way darker. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, make this area just a little bit darker in order to make it more coherent with the rest. And I think it's this highlight over here that needs to be removed. So let me try and do maybe something this nature. Yeah. Maybe make it darker here. Okay, so now the light comes from here and lights this area. So I think we need to make these two spikes darker than the others. Let's see. See before and after. Yeah, much better. Apologies if I am being a bit quiet, but let's say that sometimes I get in this sort of flow state in which I get very locked in and just really concentrate on what I'm doing. Let's say that in a way doing art is also something that requires a lot of problem solving, because you want to achieve a specific look and then you try to solve any problems that arise from it in order to obtain the result you want to get. It's nice to just watch the art come together. I'm glad you like it, because I do realize how it may be boring to some people just have one silent stream with a person not saying anything. Maybe it's a bit different if it's like a gaming stream, but I don't know. It's something I need to be a bit mindful about. Now, since we still have lots of time, I will take this extra time we have, because theoretically this would be already well done and ready, but since we still have some time, I will take this opportunity to add some more add some more details to things, just to make it look nicer. And maybe add some small shapes to the yeah, I think this one can work pretty well. No, not this one. There we go. Then over here we add even more shadows where needed. In this case, this area. Maybe here too. Let's save just in case. Now, I'm not sure, should I add some glowing eyes, or do you guys think it looks best this way? I think it already looks really nice like this. Although maybe I can try and make the hole here maybe a bit bigger. Let's see how it looks. Something maybe like this. I don't think so. Yeah, maybe not the eyes, but let me see how they are usually, how big they usually are, the holes in the chainmail armor. Maybe just a bit bigger. Very interesting, but I think I prefer eyeless, yeah. So let's make this one just a bit bigger. Yeah, I think it works a bit better like this. What do you think? Although this means we need to add some highlights over here, because yeah, we need to add more lighting. Around here. See how it was before. Yeah, maybe... let me flip it once again. Yeah. Although, let me turn off here. Now we do some cleanup. Yeah. I mean, I'm not sure what else to add, to be honest. Since this is a portrait that will be very, very small. Maybe I can try and make this area a bit more symmetrical. Let me see if I can. I'm trying something just out of curiosity. So we'll do something like this. Although I kinda like the way it's a bit asymmetrical. Plus it becomes circular most of the time in game. Oh, I mean, you mean when it's on the map? I mean, it also stays very rectangular because it stays in the list of agents that you have. Maybe okay, let me try and work this area a little bit, because it's okay if it's not perfectly symmetrical, but it has to have some semblance of symmetry. I don't know, let's see, like this, then we change this one. Now it looks very ugly, but I will fix it in a sec, because we do something like this, but let's see how it looks like. Let's go back. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I need to be a bit careful because this one shouldn't. I mean, it's a mistake of my part. Ideally, this should have been not cut out of this one. So because now if I ever want to change something here, it's messed up below, so I need to make it perfectly aligned. This is my punishment for not being too careful earlier, because now it's too late to try to fix it. Best I can do, I think, is duplicate these ones. Move them something like this, and then or wait, maybe I have an idea. Let me see if I can salvage it. Okay, so we modify this one, put it like this, do this other one. Actually, before I do any of that, we go back over here. We go here and let's see if it manages to automatically fill the gaps in a way that's reasonable. Let's see. This is, by the way, the only, I mean, not the only, it's one of the ways you can use AI for something ethical. So, for instance, this is a feature that Photoshop has, in which you make a selection and then you tell Photoshop to automatically fill the gaps by using what's around it as context, and it will try to stitch everything together using AI to make it seamless. I think that's a smart way of using AI, because it essentially helps you in something that's not really a matter of artistic choice, but it's more of a tedious work that you can easily skip without feeling guilty about it, let's say. Okay, because now that we went from this to this, and now we can go back here and do the changes without having to worry about what's underneath, with the exceptions of some gaps, but those can be easily fixed later. At least the main part won't have those ugly lines that were perfectly matching the shapes of this part. Although I am realizing now that it's not that I need to make this one more far apart. Instead, it's right that they are so closed in, because this area is a bit farther away than here. Mainly, I think I simply need to change the angle of these spikes over here, which is really, really doable with some attention to it. And then here we can simply fill the gap. And then over here, I think we can do something about this, and okay, now let me just do, oops. then here we'll fill the gap. There'll be something like this with some hinted shapes. Something very, very subtle, but subtle enough to suggest the shape. I don't think it's even noticeable on the stream, but there's a very, very light shade, light in terms of intensity, but it's a very dark shade nonetheless. Just enough to give that slight punch. I think we can add some more. We can polish this area over here. Maybe cut a bit more, since now we don't have to worry about what's underneath. So. Maybe a small hint of lighting. Let's check the values once again. Okay, now I think we need to make this area just a little bit brighter, not as here, but bright enough to make a difference. Let me save. Adjust over here. Same right in this area. Let's make a quick backup. So before and after. Much better. Now we go over here And there we go. Let's polish some edges. Where needed, of course. It's all a matter of adding small details that may be barely noticeable, but they can make the difference. Let's check the values once again. Maybe darken this bottom area just a little bit more. Or not. I think it looks fine as is. Yep. Oof. Well, I'd say it's basically finished. Now, I want to do... let me try and do the same thing that we did with the main god, which is do a version to see how it looks like in-game. So essentially we'll try, let me see if I it's this one maybe. Now the layout may be a bit messed up, like it may change a little bit, but I will fix it in a moment. It's taking a while to open because I'm opening the main file that we've used to make all of the different masks, which is a pretty big file nonetheless. But I need to grab this one specific layer. It's taking so long to... okay. Yeah, which is this one. Okay, let me... okay, I'm noticing that... oh, okay, yeah, I see the... okay, let me first change. Right here, okay. So this is the how it looks in game. It's very blurry right now, but so what we'll do essentially is smart object, and then there we go. So our guy will look like this in game. It will be in this little corner. So it's also a good idea to see how readable are the different elements, which is one of the reasons. I mean, this is a bit wait, okay, let me see if I can grab maybe a screenshot from the game itself, which may be higher resolution. Or maybe I could try and make one right now. Okay, let me open... I'll open the game in the background just to take a screenshot of the game itself, so that I get the full resolution of the screenshot, so I can get an idea on the level of detail of the other sprites, so that I can see how it will look mine in comparison. Since when I'll place it in the Photoshop file, I think it will match the resolution, so that can be... so we won't need to do any predictions on how it may look like, because the resolution will be the same that I am using, which is 1080p. I don't have one of those fancy 4K screens because I think they are a bit redundant. Although when I do the drawings over here, I do draw them in 4K because other people might have it. So yeah, this is the supplicant of the Reaper of the Equinox. I'm happy. I thought that we were going to finish this one in 2 streams, but I think most of the versions will be doable within 1 stream. It depends on how complex I want it to be. Maybe with some particular masks they will be a bit more complicated, but I don't want to add too many details because they will be unnecessary. Yeah. But I don't want to overdo it because we need to think about the fact that these ones will be a very small icon, so adding too many details is it will be unnecessary and a waste of time. Both because of that reason and because it doesn't have to be as complex as the god itself, since this one is simply a minion. So as long as it as a person understands right away that the correlation between the mask and the minion, that's perfectly fine. Since I may not be here at the start of the streams, could I give you my idea of the Uncle Supplicant? Yeah, of course. What were you thinking of? For each supplicant version, they will have the hood, of course. Okay, so let me just take the screenshot of the game real quick, then close it. Do write it in the meantime. I'm just setting up the show on disk. I was thinking a bit less shadowy of a satyr with the lower wreath being joyful. Maybe. But one thing I want to keep though as a feature, as a defining characteristic, is the hood. Like every supplicant must be a hooded figure. If that's too much, then could I just have some fruits and wreath like the god's side, right? I mean, I could add the wreath without any issues. If you want it to be a satyr in specific, I need to maybe think about adding similar elements while keeping the overall shape and look of the supplicant, which is essentially a hooded figure. Maybe make it like instead of cloth, it's made of fur or something like that. Maybe add some horns, I don't know. Maybe that would be better for the revelers then. Can you fill me in on it? What do you mean exactly? Are the revelers something in particular? I haven't read much of the details of the different game mechanics, so apologies if I don't know certain things. In the meantime, let's see how this one will look like when placed. Okay. And now, my god, we have a power to make revelers who go around fixing non-shadow issues to make Fey presence and shadow. Might be better to have them as satyrs while the supplicant is still hooded. Yeah, because it would be weird if this version would be the only one without a hood. Especially since the supplicant has always been hooded, even in the vanilla version. Okay, so it will look something like this. Although we may need to... Now, I'm not sure if the portrait of the original supplicant is like this, or if it's a bigger version and then the game crops it automatically. But we can always make something like... Yeah, maybe something like this. Portraits are 250 per 250. Okay. Hello, Duplis, by the way. Yes, but I wanted to know if the original portraits are already like this, or if they are a bit bigger, like not cutting off the character. Thank you. Because if they are already cut off, then I will adjust the final image to be already like here in the picture. Yeah, maybe something like that, because if I do it the exact measures, it may be just a bit too small. So I also need to know if the portraits are PNGs or if the background over here is part of the portrait. Because now I realize, okay, the background is not part of the portrait, it's transparency, okay. Because I'm realizing now that you see how it kinda get lost, the silhouette, so I need to add some backlight over here. Let me do it right away. And actually, let me match the color of the background, since this is how it will look like. So we have this one here. Yeah, we definitely need to do this. 1, 2, and 3. Copy, paste. This is how it will look like. And is the portrait already cut off, or does the original one have a bigger version and then it's cropped down in the game? Stand by, okay, sorry. Let's try it with this one, maybe. Oh, okay. For a moment I thought the music stopped. Seems like it's not meaningfully cropped. The fancy border is outside the image instead of overlapping it. Okay, so if I make the final image like this, then you manually crop it, let's say. But mostly to make sure that the overall size of the character is the same as the others. If you make the final image like that, you would see all of that, and you would see the border around that. Okay. If I make a final image like that, I mean, I won't add any. I don't plan on adding any fancy border, if that's what you're asking. Maybe so my problem, my doubt is this. Let me see. Sorry. Okay. Right now, if I make because the format of the image is a square, if I make it perfectly aligned with the edges, like so, the image becomes slightly smaller than the rest of the portraits. Unless even the default portraits like this are full image like mine, and then they are scaled a bit up, a bit bigger like this by the game. If you kept the image at that size, the image would be slightly smaller than the rest of the portraits. Yeah, so basically what you're saying is that I need to increase the overall image to make it so it's bigger, even if the top of the head goes slightly off screen. Is that correct? Yeah. So basically, even in the original images, this top is cut off. Correct? From what I can tell, yes. Okay, perfect. Then I will do the same for this one as well. Before we do that, however, I need to enable this one and do this. Because then it will be much more visible in the final image. So I need to be a bit more careful. And then do the same thing over here. Hold on, let me just remove this so I can be more precise about it. Okay. Now let me just double check once again. Okay. Maybe now. Make this one a bit brighter. And we can do that by adding some more light. Okay, let's try right now. Object. So it will be like this, but okay, let's see now. If it's visible from the distance. Yeah, what do you guys think? Let's make this one the same. Yeah. Do you guys think it's readable enough? I think it might be. Yeah. Now I just need to make this one bigger. Okay, let me do simply something real quick. Okay, now that we have the design established, we simply make this one a bit bigger. Something like this, because according to the let's remove and add the transparency. Maybe just to be sure. Oh no, wait, I think it's already. I'll make sure that there is no transparency below the drawing. Like so. And like so. Or I could just okay. Let's save the image, and we are ready. Let me create a new folder. Let me check if everything is working as intended. Okay. This one is for the Reaper of the Equinox. And we have finished our first supplicant version. Sorry, our first supplicant of the god. We have 7 more to go. Appropriate spooky boy indeed. Okay, let me simply there we go. I will post this one on the Discord as I have done with all of the other art I've done so far. But yeah, kinda surprised it only took me 1 stream. I don't think it will be the same situation with every mask. Some masks will be, I think, more challenging than the others. I think we'll do the same mini game we've made today. We'll be using the Wheel of Fortune to determine which one we'll be doing next, instead of arbitrarily decide which one to do. So that in this way I avoid procrastinating maybe an element that may seem challenging for me, so now I don't have any excuses to delay the inevitable. For now it's all up to chance, and if I get something that's more challenging, I better deal with it. But yeah, so for those who don't know yet, the next stream won't be about this project. We are now alternating. One stream dedicated to this project, and then another stream dedicated to personal stuff. We are alternating to add some more variety. So next time we'll continue with this work. It will be on Friday. It will be Monday, Friday, Monday, Friday. Whereas on Wednesday and Saturday, Wednesday and Saturday we'll do other general other stuff, other mini projects. For that we'll be using the wheel as well, because I have some ideas but I don't know which one to choose. But yeah, first week in which we try this new content schedule will no longer be all about the same thing, but hopefully with this more variety content in terms of art streams, it will be both entertaining for you guys and especially refreshing, as it is for me. Having said that, I think we'll see each other in 2 days, on Wednesday. But not sure what else to say. I'm really satisfied with the results today, and I have high confidence that it won't be any different in the coming streams too. This has been the Void Executive, and thank you guys for coming. I will see you next stream, and stay safe everyone. Good night.